It's funny. I don't know if you pay attention at all, or if you kind of been following his people following him essentially since
Yeah.
he went to Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
And now Brooklyn's basically become like Philly
Us. Yeah.
from when we drafted him. They're like, oh, if he just does this, I'm like, have y'all seen
yeah.
the all the stuff about this guy? That's why we didn't want him anymore. Like,
right.
It's crazy. Dude. I don't know.
It's crazy. Well, hey, thanks for tuning into another Swoop Boys episode 50. Our shout out to Lex. Avonte Maddox may play this week. Who knows?
Fly, Eagles, fly. Boy, you know how we do this. Smitty up the field, Booby on the wheel. Jalen and AJ think how we put a steel fight. Eagles, fight. Oh, you know we gon' do that. BG, big player, Bonte, Bradbury, pick 6 in the bag. Boy, sweaty on the line, flash that with him. Boy, the Kobe gon' get him, constant, hit him. Boy, and my dog, big as my lot of switching names up. Should be Philly, got it sold up, bro. Why balls? Boys.
Europe, y'all know what it is, man. Swoop Boys, you got your host of the most, King and affiliated Poppy. What's good?
The originals, the OGs, the godfathers of this thing right here. You know what I'm saying? We birthed it, you know what I'm saying? And here we are today. Who thought it was going to be what it is? But, yeah, we're here, baby.
Definitely. What's up with you, bro? How you been?
Man, feeling good, feeling great. Another good week. Staying busy for sure, but definitely, man, excited more than anything right now. Excited.
Yeah, it's kind of like you get the anxiety, but once it's happy hump day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First of all,
happy hump day. Yep.
But I think once the week dwindles down, I think the more and more the jitters go away, the more focus comes in.
No, I mean for sure. Like we were saying last week, I didn't feel it. I wasn't feeling it yet. I was trying to talk myself into it. Yeah. Not that I didn't believe in the birds or anything like that. It just is like we were all restless. You know what I'm saying? We had the extra bye, and then it was like, come on, man, are they gonna play? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. I felt like, honestly, that first big bomb to AJ, I got the feeling. Like, I'm locked in.
Okay.
It's the Super Bowl run. It starts right here, right now. Like, yo, fellas, we're doing it. And then I kind of like got that. I know it wasn't, and it was crazy. The score ends up being what it was. I know we'll get into that, but I got that feeling again. That same one, like, because remember in the NFC Championship game the conference championship game where the Vikings scored on us real quick, and it
Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah, and it was like tight butt cheeks real quick.
Typed up like this. Like it was like this. This is how we all felt in that stadium at that moment.
Shut up, Gam.
You shut up! You shut up! I'm so fucking scared right now. You shut up!
Yo, that is absolutely 100% how I felt in those stands. I said, "Oh no!" And then I don't know. Nick Foles, the legend starts to unfold of Nick Foles. Right, 2 quick scores, and I was like, that's it, bro. Like, they're locked in. And that's how I thought when A.J. Brown caught that football, bro. I said, oh, goodbye, New York. You guys had a great – like, I immediately started texting Giants friends.
They had a good year.
You guys had a great year.
They had a great year.
How you feeling, bro? How you feeling about all of
this? Right now it's tough for me right now. I'm married to a Niner fan. So it's real tough for me right now. So, shout out to NBC Philly. Me and my wife did an interview this morning, and my daughter. We did an interview this morning. It premieres on Friday. Okay. I had to put us out on. Right? I had to put a shout out to Swoop Boys.
Oh, hey.
You know what I'm saying? And also 4th of July because that's where I come from. So
shout out to the big brothers.
Shout out to the big brothers. You know what I'm saying? So I had to shout everybody out for a moment, but. It hasn't hit me yet. I'm still in the whole like. Okay, all right. I'm going through the motions. It's the middle of the week. It's hump day. I'm just going through the motions. So speaking of, we have another Swoop Boy about to come in. We got our guy.
We got, hey, shout out to Rico. You know what I'm saying? My twins in the chat. 2017 vibes, absolutely. I'm feeling it. Swoop Squad, what's good, guys? Mark, our day one A1. We always appreciate you. This one's for you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cool.
What up, boys? What up, boys?
Pray. Thank you for praying for me.
You saw
Oh man.
That's
I mean,
funny.
you know, like going through like I said, I'm going through the motions this week. You know, it's funny because me and my wife went to the store. We went to the store and it was like right after they won, and they were like, people were looking at us like, oh, like, yo, what's going on here?
Wait a minute.
Yeah. And then I had a coach, and then I had cheerleading for my daughter. And people were looking at us like, and then my boy Chris, you know, he's the other dad, you know, us girl dads out there. He's like, don't y'all play each other this week? I said, yeah, pray for me. He's like, oh yeah, we know how Jen gets down. So, shout out to my wife Jennifer, holding me down, and let me be me, and she never trips.
Special shout out to your wife, man, because, and I don't want this to come across the wrong way. You know, ladies, sometimes, you know, you hear some ladies that they'll be around like, oh, yeah, I'm a fan of this team. And then they'd be like, but they don't really watch games. They don't really know about players. They just, maybe it's somebody in their life that loves that team and they just love the team off that, which is cool. No disrespect to y'all. Everybody's got different levels of fandom. But Jen, sis, locked in. You know what I'm saying? She's just like one of us. You know what I'm saying? You see it there. She got
one of us. One of us in
her own way. You know what I'm saying? She's a Kincaid, but she's on the 49ers side. She knows her players. She knows what's going on. She's tapped in. And then not only that, she's also a big part of her 49ers community. So I love that. And sis is diehard. So definitely praying for you too as well, my brother. You know what I'm saying? But hats off to sis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Hats off to her, but go Birds.
Go Birds.
Right. Go Birds. Always.
It's all love, but
I was gonna
go Birds.
The other thing.
It's funny though, because her uncle is a pastor, and he said like this like, you know, a prayer. He's like, you know, and I'm not going to go into the prayer, right? You know, because we don't, right? Right. But he goes, yeah, you know, salvation, you guys you'll be as one, you know, the last name. And I'm like, yeah, sure, but go Birds. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah. I love my Birds. Say less, cuz.
I mean, we understand. Trust me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but man, we're off to a good week, man. This has been an exciting year. We've made it to, I think I think all of us predicted that we were going to be in the NFC Championship, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't want that to come across a certain way. I believe in it.
I said the shebang. You know, I told y'all I got the sign, which I'm not going to reveal yet until next week. But
okay.
Either or, you know, either way, I'm revealing it next week. But
okay, I got you.
I told y'all, but
yeah,
we know. I mean, this is the thing though. Like, you go into a good point when you talk about fandom. As our Sixers are up by 5 points right now.
Absolutely,
go Sixers. You know, like we see the certain parts of fandom, but we know what type of fans we are. I feel like Eagle fans are smart. They know what the hell they're talking about. We're passionate fans. But every fan base has a jackass in there, right?
Yeah, I think
a lot of them. We got a lot of them.
Top 3 passionate fan bases, and we ain't 2 or 3.
I mean, who would you rank in your top 5 when it comes to like fan bases?
Packers. Like they be shoveling.
But it's community. But it's community owned. So I think that's a little disqualified.
I mean, I'm just saying.
They ain't got I would say Packers. Either. They ain't got nothing else up there either.
Exactly.
Buffalo.
I would say Raiders.
Yes, right. Yes.
Yeah, Raiders.
Yeah. I would give it to the Raiders. The Raiders have a great fandom, and Buffalo. I say them too as well. Buffalo got like the Niners. I think the Niners are up there.
Moving the Raiders is horrible. Oh yeah, Niners for sure.
I think the Niners are up there, but I did see where my wife.
The Chiefs got a good fan base.
They do got a good fan base as well too. Yeah, I give it to them. But that's how it sticks.
Despite having a bank robber, as a part of that base.
Yo, that's crazy, right?
What? Wasn't that?
You got some too.
Yeah, bro.
Eddie B is fucking cool C.
Oh yeah, getting CJ
doing LIFE. Yeah,
we got some ski masters in our fan base.
We know we got stick up boys.
His car.
Motherfuckers like he traded today.
He's never gonna sign back with us. They stole his car.
That was my immediate first thought when I saw that.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta
Why would you do that?
I mean, they
must have been a Cowboys fan.
They don't care who you are. Their job is to get the car. They trying to get their car. They don't care who you are, bro. That's their job. You know
they see
like,
6 figures on some wheels. They say,
yeah. That's you got. I mean, like you got the money to have somebody stand out there or pay the boy. Hey man,
right.
$100.
So the reason why I'm saying like the fandom and crowds and the loudness and stuff like that, as you guys know, the 49ers are coming to Philadelphia, South Philly to be exact. And this I found a comment that kind of like I call Cat.
I already know what you're gonna do.
We know it's gonna be loud, but no stadium is as loud as ours. But at the end of the day, they're at home, NFC Championship. They're gonna be all round up, and it don't really too much. We don't really too much feed into all that. We put the pads on and just go to work.
Sounds good.
It's gonna be cold too.
I call that Cap, and the reason why I say Cap because I've been to 49er games with my wife. Yeah. I've been to 49er games where their fan base is kind of finicky, where to the point where they're terrible, they're not showing up.
Yeah. They're
not doing that. I mean, look at you can you know what I mean? Even when they were good, they were like, come on, man, this is you're entering a different type of environment when you come to Philadelphia.
Way different.
And especially when it comes to postseason. You know what I mean? This is going to be something that I think this is going to be chaos. This is going to be chaos. So shout out, I want no disrespect to the 49er fan base. I know a lot of them due to my wife, but this is going to be chaos. This is going to be what they want and what you waited for the rest for your life for this type of moment. This is it right here in an NFC Championship where you lay it all out because you only got one chance to get to Arizona and get to that bowl game. How you guys feeling about that?
Dude, I mean, you saw the Caps come out real quick.
You
know who else had a very, very similar comment, and then they proceeded to see themselves exited from the playoffs?
Who?
The Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves had a very similar comment about coming to Philadelphia and thinking that, pardon my French, shit was gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
Like ain't no party like a West Side party, and a Philadelphia party don't stop because we're going all night long. You know what I'm saying? When you come to West Philadelphia or you come to South Philadelphia, you better get ready because it's gonna be loud. That stadium.
They was here last year with the home opener.
These when the Eagles
had to save them to get out of their joint.
When the Eagles get in the playoffs, bro, it's no stopping that crowd, bro. They're gonna be rocking. They're gonna be going crazy. So I mean, bro, it's a different energy when you get in front of those Birds fans. It's very hype. So I hope he's ready.
First of all, you play in California. It's nice. You can play in short sleeves in the wintertime. That ain't happening on Sunday, bro. Thank God it's not a night game. Because then,
I am super glad that it's
gonna be night. It's gonna be nighttime by the time they finish.
I think that's why they gave us the 3:00 game because they wanted to make it a little easier for the Niners. They were like, let's make it a little more competitive. Let's give them the day game.
Yeah, I think
it's not going to be competitive. Double-digit win.
We always hit the early game. I think it's just how it is, right? NFC. I think they always hit the early game.
No. We got the last NFC.
Yeah, I thought it was nighttime.
We beat the Vikings.
And remember when the Vikings thought they were going to take over Philly?
Oh man, yeah, that was bad. I was like, I think.
wait for the Niners jersey on the Rocky statue.
It must alternate every year, so based on whatever.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Will. I think you're right.
Because it's kind of fucked up because the 49ers now they playing at what 10 o'clock in the morning or 12.
Yeah, they're a West Coast team.
12. So yeah. So they playing earlier than they would normally play, right? So
yeah, because they normally like our 10 o'clock really is. They even a first game is really still 10 a.m. for them. So it's like 1 o'clock for the East Coast. So the Eagles are pretty much still playing at a normal time because they normally wouldn't play until the afternoon game. So
yeah. So
it's a morning game. It's really weird. Once you move to the West Coast, life's a lot easier to watch sports.
It sure is. It sure is, bro. It sure is.
I was stationed in Hawaii. Shit was crazy. You'd be up early in the morning, drinking beer at 6 o'clock, watching football, especially on Saturday because it came on an hour before, like 12 o'clock versus
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I was in.
Bars open though.
I want to say 2019. Was that 2019? Oh, it's 2018. 2018. That's when we won the Super Bowl. I was in Hawaii, and I was watching the playoff game. I think we were the Saints, and I was up early in the morning watching the game, and I was like, my whole clock was all adjusted. It was backwards.
Yeah, it's wild though, man.
It's wild.
I kind of like living out here because, like, you got shit to do afterwards. The late game is done by like 8, 9 o'clock. So you like, I got to still go do whatever. Or if you even care about the late game, depending on who's playing, right? So, you get the rest of your day, man, to do whatever. So Hawaii, you really had the rest of your day, but you be fucked up at noon, like, go take a nap.
That's funny. So as we get into you want to get in the comments, Rick? My bad.
Yeah, you guys are rolling in. We love when it's like this. Yeah. Dumb comment. This is going to be the crowd extra spicy. Absolutely. Mark always hitting it on the head. That Kia helped Howie. That means CJ is frugal.
I saw that comment. I was waiting for you to put it up though.
It wasn't like an expensive car. It was a Kia.
Yeah. Someone said Hellcat, and then someone else said Kia. Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of these guys, like I heard, like Jimmy Butler was the first one I really heard it, but a lot of these guys do have like a regular little car.
You should have a regular joint.
Like, you should.
You can go be somewhere. You ain't got to be stunting in no 6-figure whip.
Especially in Philly, dude. Like there's carjackings all the time in Philly.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't matter the car.
Philly fans going to be different. Be nuts at the link. Hey, absolutely. Shout out Newport Ellen 49ers still. 49ers still be showing up young Rice and Montana jerseys. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's very easy to show up when your team's on the West Coast, when the weather's decent, when your winter's like 40, 50 degrees, maybe it's in the 30s. It's different when you got to go to Philly in January. And it's
I will give them this, though. When you sitting in that shade, it do get cold. It get cold.
Yeah, it gets cold.
Yeah, it get cold because they're over there by the water. Because they're technically not even in San Francisco anymore. They're in Santa Clara, so they're kind of by the water.
It's cold up there. Yeah, it ain't like.
And let's be honest. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I went to a Lions-Niners game. They barely won, and there was Lion fans wilding, like cussing, talking all kinds of. I was like, yo, this is Philly. He will be beat down by now. Like you couldn't say that. What my man was saying, he was like, "Oh, y'all cheated" or something like that. And my man, shout out to my man Rob. He was like, "Man, see, it's lax out here." I said, "Yeah, you couldn't do that shit in Philly."
Yeah,
somebody sleeping.
Somebody was asleep, put him to sleep. You couldn't do that
in the bathroom in the New Lion Stadium.
Yeah.
when T.O. and them played there, Bull ran up on me like, what? I just a reaction, bro. I was hot.
I'll be right back. I just attend to a quick daddy, dad thing real quick. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Understandable.
Do your thing, man.
I was gonna say it's gonna be like 50 degrees too, so it's not warm. I mean, it's warm for people that lived in the cold weather, but it might be a little cold for them. That might re-injure CMC.
Oh, he's.
I mean, and so. When I talk about
Marcus Epps.
When I talk about the advantages for the Eagles and when we're talking about the cold, the crowd noise, Brock Purdy's first game in a stadium like this and versus a defense like this. I see something where you can be able to take advantage of this. You can use that to your advantage. You know what I mean? So the best thing is, like I said, I've seen where teams come into Philadelphia and they try to take electricity out. The Vikings, the Minnesota Eagles game, Kyle Rudolph scored right off the bat.
Right.
You know what I mean? It didn't suck out the air, but it kind of been like, oh man, come on, not this.
It was just like,
yeah, it was like one of those moments. And then I don't know what happened. That whole Patrick Robinson interception, John, that just took the momentum and just swung it. I just feel like this is going to be a game where it's going to be Clash of the Titans. You got two great defenses. You got two offenses are going to be like, okay, let me see what your best move is. So. This is one thing I definitely want to talk about. Let me get it in here.
It's gonna be Clash of the Titan and a demigod.
So we got the injury. We have the 49er injury report where I want to say I think it was CMC with a calf injury. Debo didn't practice day due to the ankle. How are you guys feeling about that?
I mean, CMC he kind of fragile anyway, man. So like he's playing third downs for the most part. He's not the dude from like 5 years ago. I mean, he's injury prone, man. So he's not going to go out there and give you, it's the championship game, but he's just, he doesn't want to get hurt, man. I mean, you got to use.
He's not getting like 20 carries or anything.
No. That's the day over.
Isn't he free agent after this year?
No, I think he has like 2 more years on this.
Yeah, I think they gave up everything.
Hey, guys, please like and subscribe. If you're on the channel, please like and subscribe. And support your boys. We appreciate it.
And if you guys really love us, let us know what you think about the Swoop Boys version of It's a Philly Thing t-shirt. You know?
Yes, sir.
It's clean. I like that.
Going to be coming soon to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Coach. Coach is in the comments with us. The Eagles better have Anita Baker do the national anthem. Hey, y'all know Hurts love a little bit of.
Hey, come on, man. Go ahead and read.
Anita Baker.
She's an Eagles fan.
Yeah, because remember she's an Eagles fan, and then remember after the but he was playing the Anita. He was playing the Anita after the game.
Oh, okay. She ain't gonna be there, bro.
He said he's gonna listen to his old tunes. Don't want some Anita Baker.
Sing that song.
He said it was in fact a Kia. He probably gonna get, like King said, if somebody gonna give him a free car, he probably gonna give him a dealership that's gonna do a collab with.
Man, I got insurance, man. Nobody.
Marty says it's gonna be 50 degrees with a slight breeze.
Don't tell me you're a millionaire with no insurance.
He's still in his rookie deal.
Problems with Dallas defense. Gonna be a sack party at the link. We're gonna get into it. Make sure y'all hit that bell button. That's right, so you know when a new Swoop Boys episode goes live. You guys can go ahead and be notified. I see y'all recording now. So y'all are late to the party. Y'all should have been here. Shit's on fire. Hey, Mark, you already know how we do. When we got behind the brand, we be making sure it's on point for y'all.
Speaking of the contract, he's a free agent in 2026.
Okay, so
McCaffrey.
he did get the extension.
I'm saying you got a 2 or 3 year deal.
Yeah.
Oh, so that deal might be not bad that they traded for him then.
I mean, but he was
one of those 1 year rentals.
Yeah, no. Like he's getting paid. I think it was like 16 million north of there, 16, 15 million.
He's getting it's a good deal.
He got a nice deal, man. He getting Zeke money.
That's why he got Zeke legs.
Hey, Zeke about to take a big pay cut when he comes.
Zeke about to get a haircut.
If he wants to stay, I don't know why. I mean, he built a house there, so I guess
he just built a house there. Yeah,
he wanted Jerry's boy, so he could. Dak.
I don't think Dak is a Jerry.
No, he ain't a Jerry boy.
I think he keep his hand. He keep his arm distance from Jerry. Like, I don't know about that, B. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, you wanna come over for a Christmas party for some crumpets? Like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't know why I said crumpets. Well, I mean, Jerry Jones. I don't know.
Is that British?
Get them crumpets out there.
Hello.
I know you nigga boys like
you know
that.
Why? I mean my players. Like an old British man. That's why.
Tea. More tea, sir?
Yeah, exactly. You know them Cowboy fans. The Cowboy players. He treat them like You know, like they're
If
like
he love
his
you, he love
sons.
you. If he love you,
you know,
he
he
love
treat them like they're his sons. He's like, can I get some more bricks, huh? Can I get some GGs, huh?
Let me get your porridge.
It's crazy because I do kind of commend Zeke as a center now. Yo, we're I don't even want to. We'll get into them boys in a little bit, bro.
Yeah, we'll get into them in a little bit.
Yeah, that shit was outrageous. We're gonna talk about it.
We'll get into that later, but I definitely want to get into this though. Congratulations to you Giant fans. Y'all had a great year, man. Y'all had a great year. Shout out to the rookie. You know what I mean? Y'all had a great year. I had to give it to y'all. Y'all had a great year.
I got
you got swept by us. It was cute how y'all thought y'all was gonna do something, and let's be honest, bro. We just had a better roster.
They got Swiffered.
Plus, we own y'all.
But I got two-part question for all three. Number one, would you give Saquon a CMC deal? Number two, if that comes apart, right? That means you're going to give 44 to 45 to 47, somewhere in that between there, $1 million deal to your boy Vanilla Vic. You're on the clock, Will.
All right. So I'm going to do like this. I'm going to give you more guaranteed money and less money. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to give you 80 million, all guaranteed, total guaranteed contract, 4 years. Take that and go with it. You don't want that? Then okay, 125, whatever for Vanilla Vic. Saquon, I do the same thing. I'm like, listen, man, I give you, I would say 15 million a year right now is because we got to look at what Ty Hurley and Zeke signed for five years ago, right? So, or not that long ago, but like 4 or 5 years ago, right? So, I mean, you take that deal fully guaranteed for 4 years or whatever, and he takes it. That's good. That works out for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, NFL don't like to give fully guaranteed contracts, but if you got trying to build something and you got a guy like that, you don't want him to get it away. You don't want him to break the bank on you like Zeke and Dak did, and now you can't. You know what I mean? You stuck with him. You know what I mean? Or cut him, and it's gonna hurt. So, I would go that route for sure.
Okay, Rick, what's up?
Hey man, look, they did their best. Saquon. I honestly want to say, like, this is one of those situations where he has definitely earned that bread.
He got no O-line.
When he has been available, when he has been healthy, which is pretty much half of his career, he's been a phenomenal back. I mean, their season doesn't look at all what it looks like,
right?
Without him.
How many yards did he have, though?
Huh?
How many yards did he have?
Yeah, about
13,
maybe somewhere around there.
1,300.
Look it up. Yeah, he had decent.
I'm looking up right now.
Missed a few games though, so
yeah, he missed a couple, but yeah, here we go.
But
I mean,
he played
13. He played 13 last year, and then he got hurt in the end of the year. And then
he had 13, 12 exactly. This. Look, I mean, look, when you're talking about a running back, I always say subtract 5 games from the regular season. If you get 13 out of them, I think that's a successful running back season, considering the mayhem that they run right into week in and week out. And if you have them for the playoffs, you're in the bonus money at that point. I think in a situation like New York, I wouldn't like for us. No, I wouldn't do it because we run back by committee. But in New York, I can't even tell you who the backup running backs are or who's
Breida. Yeah, Breida.
Matt Breida.
But that's a different level compared to like Saquon. So I think for them and everything that they're trying to do, I think they kind of have to pay Saquon. And it's not one of those things where I think it's like crazy. I don't know if it was Zeke money. I think he needs to be maybe the Zeke. I guess you got to pay him, right? Like there's no other way around.
That's what I'm saying.
The only way you give him less money if you give him more guaranteed money. So
you don't have to pay Barkley. You can get another running back.
You want to pay?
You could pay Jacobs.
But did you guys see my question though? Is Vanilla Vic with?
Gotta pay him. Pay him. I mean, you gotta pay him, man. Like this is the first time he's really been in a decent system. I mean, they don't have no O-line, and he ran for 700 yards. So that's, almost 800 yards. I mean, he was effective this year, but I mean, he's still Daniel Jones, right? You still see him doing dumb shit. You'd be like, damn, it kind of looks like Eli a little bit, but damn. Anyway, but I mean, at this point, I'll give him less money and more guaranteed. I don't want to pay. I'm not paying him. I'm not giving him Patrick Mahomes money and no shit like that. No.
Gotcha.
I'm not giving him. But Dak, look at Dak. Dak got one.
All right, Kuz, go ahead.
I think Jones's contract is like in the 30s. Like he's definitely not in the 40 million contract range. He's not. I mean, I don't think Kyler should be there, but Kyler is more talented than Jones. But he's definitely not in the range of like Dak and Zeke and not Zeke, Dak and what Hurts will be, and anyone else in that range. So I think he's in the 30s. And Barkley, it's tough because he also said he doesn't want to reset the market. He said he's okay with not a discount, but like he's not trying to.
Newsflash: Sixers are up by 10.
Yeah, they're looking really good right now, and they're going.
But I think 13, 14 a year for Barkley, and then like Will said, yeah, more guaranteed, but less overall.
Well, I guess
because that's all they want. They just want the guaranteed money.
Yeah, you want
to get your money and go.
Yeah, exactly.
Second contract, unless you're a quarterback, you're not really gonna play the whole thing out. At the end, you're gonna have to give back some money or something, or they're gonna come to you and be like, "You want?"
You got to restructure.
So who's the last running back to get paid right now? I guess that's the real question, right?
I think it was a Todd Gurley.
Henry?
No.
CMC.
No, last
Henry. It was Henry. It was
Henry. Yeah, Henry got
paid. What was Henry's? Well, Henry. See, this is the thing. I feel like
Henry is
80. He got 80.
Henry's in a league of his own, though.
Yeah.
Well, I just wonder what's Chubb going to get?
Oh.
Give him the same kind of deal. I mean, you
don't
really value
Chubb is a way. He means way more to that franchise.
But he's a running back though. So
Chubb's more consistent, I'd say.
Same thing with Saquon. Saquon's a running back too.
I'm just saying, like it's
more
like,
injuries for Saquon.
NFL looks at you a running back. Like we can go get another one tomorrow. That's the way they look at it. Like they can instead of paying you Saquon, we can go get Booby, who's just as good and got less injuries.
Well,
or Jacobs.
That's the way they look at it.
Reed, I got a question. I got a question for you, Reed. You remember back in the 90s where you had the top tier running backs like Edwin James, Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith. Those guys, I felt like those guys had a long longevity in their careers. Would you agree or not?
They still played about the same amount of time, but they didn't have.
But they were on top for a while. Would you agree, Reed?
But they didn't have rookie deals for 5 years.
I think they had longer, more substantial careers because you didn't like the more offenses ran through the run game than it did back then. Now, I mean, it's a passing league, so the run game is a complementary to the pass. You're really only running just so you can pass, right?
I mean, not many guys played over 10 years at running back. If you go look at it, like go look at Edwin James. I don't remember him at the 10-year mark still running the rock.
Yeah.
Nah,
but how many running backs now are?
But now,
guys, I said the last guy, like Eddie George and them guys, they weren't the same, but I don't see them. But remember, when they came in the league, they didn't have that 5-year rookie thing for the first round picks on. You know what I mean? So they probably got paid earlier. Like 3-4 years into their NFL tenure versus like at the 5-year, 6-year mark. You know what I mean? So I think that's where, because at 8 years, I mean, and you carrying the ball like 300 times a freaking season. Look at Zeke. Zeke is done.
Because he was too much of a workhorse.
And Zeke don't run around him. He try to run.
That was my guy.
Well, Zeke was high usage in college. See, that's the other thing that separates some of these guys too.
You're absolutely right.
Zeke was high use in college.
Yeah.
Then you look at like a guy like Saquon. Saquon, wasn't he a one and done, or he played 2 seasons, right?
He played 2 seasons.
He played 2 seasons. He still gave up touches to
Miles
Sanders.
Yeah, Sanders.
He wasn't as high use in college. And then really, if we really want to break the thing down, I think Saquon, you get away with it because Saquon really had two whole seasons he pretty much missed due to injury. So, I mean, when you think about a guy, I know he has had, and this is going to sound really stupid, but I know he's had injuries that have sidelined him. But I think in the overall grand scheme of things, you're getting a guy who's probably going to be in a healthier situation long term because he hasn't had as much use.
Yeah,
I know that carries on. But you know what I'm saying?
I get everything.
If you look at his carries, he don't got the carries on him at the 5-year mark that a Zeke would, right? You like,
Zeke. What Zeke had
miles
like
in their car.
He had like 400 carries or something his first year.
Yeah.
He had a ridiculous amount of carries his first year. But
that right there, yep, he carried Dak and it hit Dak from the mistakes that he made and stuff like that. So
being exposed.
Speaking of Dak, we
322.
Let's get the elephant out the room.
The Republic trash service pulling up right outside my house right now.
Okay.
Go ahead. I heard the trash truck, the beeping. Go ahead.
Oh,
I got you.
I thought he meant for real.
Yeah, me too. All right, so let's go on to recap with the Dallas Cowboys versus the 49ers. I'm going to go first because I really don't get to talk a lot. But one thing I will say was the last game, man, end up being like the last game last year. Like, Cowboy fans, like, it's funny because I just talked to my brother Will, which is Prime's brother. And I asked him, I said, yo, are you done with Dak? He said, nah, I'm going to give Dak one more year.
I mean, you got to.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't got no choice, right?
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
You can't get rid of him.
No,
just don't buy a jersey.
He already got that. But
actually, I want you to go back to your point, but actually to touch on that before I forget, they're actually in a very weird situation. They actually owe so much guaranteed money to Dak on the back end of this deal. They either have to extend him out after this season to go ahead and kind of kick the can down the road a little bit, or they have to kind of restructure. But either way, they're going to be restructured. Well, if they do, it's going to be him still getting his money just a lot sooner. But they're in a very – I know we talked about them having cap room, but really they're going to be in cap hell all because of this contract. But go ahead.
They in the West years now.
But I mean, I thought that was the reason why they got rid of Amari Cooper. You know what I mean? I thought, like
his deal was friendly to them. Like he had a lot of money. His money was up front for the most part, so they could get rid of him and be like, okay, teams would take him. They'd be like, okay, I take Amari Cooper for 15. He was making what, 25 a year or something like that.
I think it was 20.
But he got most of it up front, so I think he had like in the end it was a cap friendly deal that he got because he got it all up front for the most part because they hadn't paid Dak yet. So
yeah, they didn't pay Dak yet, so they had the Cooper. I think it was like 5 years, $20 million a year, or like 4 years, $20 million a year.
Yeah, gotcha. I didn't finish yet. I didn't finish though.
Let King go. All right, everybody let King go because we don't want to be stepping over each other.
Go ahead, King.
All right.
So this is my thing. So you get rid of Amari Cooper, right?
Yep.
You let go of Cedric Wilson. Then let's go deeper. Let's go deeper than that. You let go of Awuzie. Awuzie is a second All-Pro cornerback now because you wanted to sign Zeke. You know what I'm saying? Zeke goes to Cabo. Zeke is chasing girls in the bar, gets in trouble touching a girl in New Orleans, goes to Cabo, talking about he's working out. We all know he wasn't working out. He was just putting on some cat pics, saying that he's out there running on sand, whatever. But look at the structure in the base of the Cowboys. Yes, they've done things where they've picked through the trenches when it comes to the defense and offense. Yes, they've done things where it's like, okay, man, they do and they have talent. But this year, I think set them backwards when they got rid of that wide receiver talent. Some of them young bulls that are actually good on defense. And now look at them now. You know what I'm saying? And they just got bounced out the damn playoffs for the second time in a row by the 49ers.
Well, I think it was the defense. They always do that. Byron Jones, let him go, right? He just start playing like lights out, like his last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
They let him go, right? They let DeMarcus Ware go, right? They let
Jalen Smith.
They don't really value defense like they do offense. Offense sells tickets, I think. That's Jerry's thing, right? But they had a wide receiver on Amari Cooper, and they went out and got CD, which turns out to be a pretty good pick. But I mean, if you're going to re-sign Gallup, you had to let somebody go at that point. If you had Cooper and CD, might have been in business. I don't know, man, but I don't know why they signed Cooper to get rid of him. But I think they got rid of Cooper because he didn't participate in Jerry Crimpet.
Yeah, the crumpet parties.
Oh, the crumpet. He like the crumpet.
He like the crumpet party.
Hey, Cooper, you want some crumpets? No.
I know we're joking about that, but that might end up becoming a T-shirt. Crimpet party time.
Crimpet party.
Jerry Jones is like a little cup of tea.
Cowboys crimpet party.
Yo, that is hilarious.
But I'm saying though, that's a real thing. That's even that indie job. Like you don't participate in the outside shit. They'd be like, I don't like that.
But to piggyback both of you guys' points because they're very valid. It seems like, I've been saying this for a long time. If we're just gonna call it, if Jerry Jones and his son ever actually got their stuff together, the Cowboys would be a very dangerous team. When you look at like all those names that you just said, those are all guys that they drafted, in-house talent that they brought into the league. They could have probably got for the best price compared to a lot of other teams, but because that they rather, because Jerry's always down for the big splash play instead of the smart long-term play. It's literally put them in cap hell each and every year. Like right now, they probably have a lot. They have a lot of contracts coming up. It looks like they got a lot of space, but they're going to find a way to go ahead and dig that up because now we're talking about, is Pollard going to get paid? We're going to have to restructure Dak now. Is Zeke going to get restructured? Plus they have 12 or 13 free agents that are going to be on the books that need to either get re-signed or they're going to let walk. If these guys ever actually got their stuff together, that team could be very dangerous. Probably talking about a team that has is another dynasty in the works, but because Jerry wants to make these big headline plays and stay on SportsCenter every morning, this is why your team will never actually be a successful Super Bowl winning team.
And one more thought before I lose my train of thought was, look at Pollard, bro. You know, now he just broke his leg in the sprained ankle sprain. Uh-huh. Like, that's going to be detrimental to him being out there on the free agent pool trying to get a contract. You know what I mean? Like, he just had surgery, as they said, 3 months, whatever. But like, think about that. Like,
it's a broken leg though, versus like a ligament torn or something like that.
Yeah, so but still, that's still going to be detrimental. Teams love to go, well, you got hold it against him. You got injured, so this is so what's up with this? How are you feeling?
They're gonna hold it against him. Yeah.
You were gonna get 16, but I don't know about that ankle. Let's look more towards 13 and 12. Jerry was loving that. Jerry was like,
the problem is Steven. Steven will come with the bullshit to piss you off and be like, what? I'll just no. And that's why all them guys got to the point where they were end up getting tagged and shit and they had to pay that maximum amount. Now I got you over the barrel because you don't want to pay me that second year tag, especially at quarterback. So you're gonna make a deal. You're gonna pay me $53 million. I think that's what they had to pay Dak for the second year. Kirk Cousins got that money. That's the only guy.
Well, Kirk Cousins was smart. He betted on himself.
Yeah, I mean,
weren't his contracts all fully guaranteed too?
Yeah.
He went to the second year of the friggin' tag. No, I mean that's hard as a damn quarterback because you got to pay him $50 million for that year.
But also his Vikings contracts have been fully guaranteed as well.
Yeah.
It's funny because you saw 80 or 88 million, but that was 88 million fully guaranteed.
Fully guaranteed.
So it's like
just to suck.
Just to be a middle.
Suck.
Just to be a
just to be borderline, bro. Just to be borderline.
Just to be Kirk Cousins.
Just to be literally.
Just to be Kirk Cousins.
TV sales are up right now.
Marcus, what's up, man? Thanks for joining in. My bad, bro. We got in a heated discussion about it. So, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm just leaving this career fair, man. So I'm tired.
Tired. He still jumps on the show.
Lying to them 18-year-old, 17-year-old.
That's dedication.
I ain't gonna lie, man. They put me at a table right next to the Marines, the Army, and all them. They come straight to me, and they basically like,
Army guys be lying. Army guys be lying.
I don't gotta talk.
That's funny. So, what do you guys think on I guess the Cowboys and 49ers recap? Like, was it just the Cowboys doing Cowboy things, or?
Yeah. Well, actually, I had a question for Coach about that. Coach, what was on the last play of the game? What did you see there?
That was terrible.
The dumbest shit ever. Because even if you brought, all right, so even if Zeke was out there just to give you another like skilled guy, so if y'all start doing some backyard bullshit, everybody can handle the rock. But you don't put him at the damn center because
So what happened, right? Boys, I'm gonna blow you the fuck
I'm
up.
surprised D'Amico Ryans didn't just bring the 3 linebackers up and sent 3 to go after damn Dak. Like, bro,
But he did.
Money
He did.
Take.
He didn't have to because he
The
ran
first
you
dude
over.
pushed Zeke back
I'm
into
gonna
fucking
run
Dak's
Zeke
lap.
over. See, I'm gonna run your ass
I'm
over.
gonna be an asshole as a coach. You gonna come on and do this bullshit? Well, fuck it. I'm gonna take out your quarterback.
You think I'm a joke? I'm sending a blitzer right at you.
I mean, they try, man.
Because
The bottom
if
line
you look
is
at
that
it, the
motherfucker missed.
linebackers look at each other and was like, "What the hell? What am I supposed to do?" Like, he looking at the side. That's why they called the timeout. Because what happened? Zeke came out at center. They declared himself ineligible. The ref called it. D'Amico called a timeout. He told everybody. He said, "Hey, this is what we need to do. Hey, you just go rush, and then y'all just stay in y'all place."
Yeah, blow Zeke up, run him over.
I got 1 point. I got 1 point. I gotta get this out.
He didn't know what hit him. He right.
I got 1 point. I got 1 point. Turbin only got 1 catch this whole year. He's a special teams guy.
He returned.
And then Dak, I don't know if you guys seen the play over, right? Dak literally put his hands out like he was gonna get the ball back.
I didn't see that.
Jimmy Ward tackled.
He saw what happened to Zeke. He said, "Hell no,
no. You want some too? No."
I don't know.
No, what the waste of time was.
I'm good. Thank you.
You got the formation, right? And you're like, oh, what's going on? Let me get up in my seat real quick. And then Dak threw the ball and he gets tackled. And you're like,
instantly.
What the hell?
What's the whole point of having the blockers? If you're having the blockers to block you and you go, I'm gonna go over here.
No.
The play was doing for the start, man. It was doing.
It was.
He was doing it tight and couldn't get 2 feet down.
The Cowboys at a certain point did practice this play. And they
that's
still
what I'm saying.
What happened in practice? What happened in practice where they were like, this is going to work?
Same shit happened in practice, except they didn't run Zeke over because it was practice.
It was like this. I don't know if you can see it.
It's not even that. They put the play together. And then Jerry Jones was probably in his little owner box and was like,
"Hey,
this ain't gonna know what's gonna hit him."
Do you guys remember that? Oh my god, I think it was a sketch or it might be on a baseball movie. I don't know. Like it was a funny movie. Remember that the grown man was like, "I'm 12. I'm 12." That's what that play was.
Bench warmers.
Yeah, the bench warmers. That's what that play was. I'm 12.
I'm 12.
That's exactly
Here's the
what
money.
that was, man.
That
was hilarious.
Well, that was the play. It's like you said, that practice, they did that all practice, but Dak had a red jersey on, and then they said, and don't hit Zeke either. That's, these are our guys.
That's a goal line play, bro.
Yeah, it's a goal line play. We're just going to practice and nobody hit them. So in practice, they like, you know what? They said, this look kind of good.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
And remember when Miami ran that shit and they didn't call timeout? I was like, God damn it. All you
they
guys
did it. Yeah, Miami did do us.
Yeah, they did that shit. And
the crazy part, Rico's 100% right because we do that at practice. We'll tell the defense, hey, don't do anything. We just want to see how this operates. And then we'll take our little mental notes about, hey, this shit might work.
Well, no one took the mental note. They just said, I like that. They looked at the coaches, looked at each other, Kellen Moore and then what's his name? Looked at each other and said, that looked kind of cool, right?
Right. And then he gonna get mad, and then he gonna get mad and go stiff arm the camera.
Yeah,
like, that wasn't the cameraman's fault. That was your
Mike McCarthy looked at his special team coach and said, "You got something?" He's like, "I got something. Yeah, I got something."
I know.
Guys, he drew that shit up on the side. He drew that shit up on the side.
That's nuts, man.
That's I know.
Hey, Rick, you get to the Rick, you get to the comments.
Oh, I already got to. It's just Kellen Moore, man.
Oh, you did?
We appreciate it. But I do. This actually walked us into a subject that wasn't on the docket, but I kind of would like to know this because now we're seeing, Saturday night was kind of Nick Sirianni's welcome to the national spotlight. People now, everyone's kind of familiar with our coach, whether they like him or they hate him. I love
punch him in the face.
Yeah. So
whether you like him or hate him, all you can do is watch.
All right. So exactly. All you can do is watch. But for one is, do you guys love the Nick Sirianni high energy shit talking on the sidelines, getting the camera zooming in? He's he's basically hitting him with that.
Yes.
Or would you like? Or would you like?
I love it, and the reason why I love it because that attitude transfers to the players.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why exactly, and that's why I love it. I love it to the point where hey, you ain't gonna pump me. I'm coming around on this field, and you know what? I'm about to give you how McCoy said, I'm about to give you that crazy work. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it.
We got clarification on that question I had in the group chat where who was he talking to on the sideline? Talking about I know what the fuck I'm doing. He was talking to the refs. I love it. He was, I know where to stand.
My guy.
It's a Hey, absolutely, it's a Philly thing, Twizzy. It's a Philly
fucking refs,
thing,
man.
Okay. I love the pandering.
He knows what the fuck he's doing. Hey, that's fucking right.
The refs fucking don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Team loose.
Nobody will be happy with Nick Sirianni because his introduction to the NFL was the guy who, in his initial press conference, was sounding like Porky Pig, stuttering and stammering over his words. But now that this man found out that he's not driving a Kia, that it's a damn Ferrari, now that confidence kick up a little bit. He's like, oh, we got a dynasty on our hands, and he started walking a little extra swag. Now guys are like, this is unprofessional. Hell no.
Hell no.
I'm
waiting for Nick Sirianni to say, play my theme music.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, Nick. Coach hit it right on the head. You know what this is, and everybody can attest to it. He got that swag. The first time you like a very beautiful woman is interested in you, and you bag her, you like, I'm kind of nice out here. You start talking a little bit different. You start telling you when your old boy starts talking, you be like, "You get no bitches. Get that." You know what I'm saying?
He on the number 2 joint. He got his heart broken, and now he on 2. He bagged another one, like I bagged another bad joint. He got that kind of swag.
We was out last night.
If there's one thing that you can tell from the press conference is Nick's kind of a nerd. He's kind of a nerd. He's kind of, you know what I mean? He's kind of a nerd, but he's feeling himself, and you got to give it to him. The only thing I said, like I said last week, I'm a little upset with him with that nasty ass pizza choice that he said. He said Pizza Hut. Like, come on, man. You was
wait,
come on, man. That's a nasty.
Watch your mouth.
Pizza Hut started the buffet pizza shit. So you
that shit is disgusting.
You
telling me
he had Little Caesars last week.
And he had Little Caesars this week. You might as well take your ass to Peter Piper Pizza. Take your ass to Peter Piper Pizza and get some pizza.
What the fuck is Peter Piper Pizza?
They started the buffet though. That's what I'm saying.
Nobody get that buffet. He ordered it.
I'm saying Pizza Hut.
But they started the buffet.
That's all I'm trying to say. They started that shit.
You go get you a slice. You go get you a slice from Chili's. It's right around the corner.
Man, listen,
but you got to remember the Pizza Hut on
I'm not saying it's good. I said they started the buffet. That's all I said.
But the Pizza Hut on Walnut is literally right there.
Chili's is right there. It's on Packer and 15th, right there.
But it probably doesn't stay open.
You guys hold on. What makes y'all think he can't put a good pie together? And he's just trolling just to troll.
He's Italian. Well, he said his wife doesn't allow him to have Pizza Hut and cheesy crust in the house a lot. So he was like, it was my little splurge moment. So that's why he got it. I'm pretty sure she's going to get that real pizza. That's what it is. He might eat the real pizza all the time. He's like, I want some shit pizza.
Yeah, that's not shit. That's stuff for shit.
You gotta come back to reality.
Can't get that.
But come on, sometimes
you gotta humble yourself.
I love a good pizzeria pizza as much as anyone, but once in a while, I ain't even gonna cap. Sometimes when I just gotta if I got my son with me and I got like my nephew and I'm watching all the kids. Sometimes you just grab that little hot and ready real quick, and then you like, I haven't even eaten myself. You take a bite.
My daughter loves that. My daughter loves it.
I love a good authentic taco. I love it, like everything about it. The fresh cotija cheese, all of it. But I love going to Taco Bell sometimes though. Sometimes you gotta humble. You gotta remember your roots. That's
not my roots. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, I'm from a very small island. We had like one of each fast food place.
Poor guy has to eat salad at home. He wanted some shitty pizza for him. Exactly.
Thank you.
And my man live. Sometimes you gotta eat the shitty stuff to enjoy the richer stuff.
Well, the last thing I want to say about this is, if all jokes aside, is So I did hear from another reputable source that basically especially on home games when they have home games, basically Nick and Steichen, they immediately from the game when the game is over and you see Nick and them do their pressers, they pretty much get right to work on the on next week's game plan immediately. So that's why they're pretty much up all night. Yeah, so you see
no family life, son.
Nah, no family life.
That game is over.
You're a head coach. You're a head
Everybody.
coach. You don't have no family life when you're a head coach. You don't have that's a career that you chose. You're not gonna have family.
You're gonna eat Pizza Hut. You have to get the stuff crusted. Hey, no, that's absolutely. Hey, you gotta get.
And that's what he got. He got the stuff crushed.
Pizza Hut got a badge.
I'll get a deep dish pizza, man.
That's what it is, man. It's a security thing. They got a badge to get into the NovaCare complex. That's what it is.
You
know, Big Dom is
my contract.
Big Dom.
Oh, Big Dom. All right, fellas, let's move on. So let's move on to the more important thing. Let's move on to the Eagles' injury update. So today that we did find out that Lane Johnson did practice, but he was limited. Avonte Maddox practiced, but he was limited. And I want to get this from everybody's perspective is, and Lane played absolutely fantastic against the Giants. I did see him limp one time. I don't know if you guys caught that. He did limp, and then he got back. He just boom. But with Avonte Maddox coming back, and possibly this weekend, we don't know. It looks like he might be back for the Super Bowl, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But what do you guys think when Avonte Maddox coming back?
I mean, bro, if it's at, I've always loved Avonte Maddox, but I think we were seeing Avonte hit his plateau, hit his ceiling this year, which was looking very, very good. He was the best nickel corner in the league, if I'm not mistaken, before the injury.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we're getting that guy back in the intensity that he was playing with on the game where he got re-injured, if we're getting that guy back in, let's just say 65% of his actual self, I'll take that over. Yeah, he's dangerous, bro. I'll take that over. And then that allows you to go ahead and put Blankenship back on the bench. You know what I'm saying?
You don't like Blankenship?
Hey, whoa, let my guy rock. All right.
I like him, but I just feel like if you know, like we said, if you got a Kia and you got a Ferrari, let's get the Ferrari back on the field in its normal spot.
I feel you.
The Kia is good, it's reliable.
I'm trying to save gas though, so I might want the Kia.
No, you say gas.
Reed Blankenship. You see Reed's neck? It's like he's a tank. He's like a pit bull neck. He's ready to hit someone.
Look at it like this: CJ's getting into a groove in the nickel spot. When we win the NFC Championship, you get 2 more weeks before Avonte got to play because you got Pro Bowl next week and then you got Super Bowl week. So now you're giving him more ample time to be the closest you can get to 100% for the game where literally everything is on the line now. Yeah, the NFC Championship is the one and done, but the Super Bowl, like this is ring number 2.
I mean,
so let CJ rock.
Arsenal ready to go. I want my goons on full deck, loaded clips, compared to like homeboy from Harlem Nights when Arsenio Hall was shooting at Eddie Murphy, and Avonte Maddox is just a little
shit. Hey, if that little shit hit you, it still kill you.
Hey,
I agree. We should let Avonte rest a little bit more.
Eyeball, you gone. You out of here.
Would you rather have Avonte at 65% for the championship game and possibly I'm injured for the Super Bowl, or let it be 100% for the Super Bowl?
We got CJ playing fucking nickel. That's fine, bro. He can do it. He was a cornerback anyway, so he can do it. You know what I mean? He already showed you he can do it. He gonna read the same bullshit. He's gonna try to run a route combo. He's gonna run it twice. He's gonna jump that shit just like he would anything. Brock Purdy ain't doing nothing special out there. Trust me. You know what I mean? He's gonna go with the play, go with the route combo, go to the right guy, and the right guy might be the wrong guy. You know what I mean? So
you're gonna want Maddox on Ayuk too, because Maddox is fast.
Hey, he is trying to get that endorsement.
So what I've been noticing is what Gannon is gonna do. If y'all looked at the last game, Gannon played a lot of fucking cover 1 and man defense.
Yeah.
which is completely unorthodox of what we've been playing all season. So
that's that playoff defense.
He went man because DJ can run, right? So he's like, okay, I'm gonna go man. So White Vic ain't gonna be able to run. I'm not gonna turn my back. I'm not gonna completely turn my back to him all the time. So it was kind of unconventional. You know what I mean? So I hear what you're saying, Coach. He was trying to fucking White Vic up a little bit because he's like, they're not gonna play man because I will run on their ass. Nah, no, you won't.
Our defense is gonna be more dangerous if Gannon comes out and plays a fucking cover 1 or cover 3 defense. We are blowing the 49ers out because you're taking away the quarterback's most favorite weapon, the tight end.
They take him away.
Cover 3 means the middle of the field is no longer open. And where am I throwing on the outside? Nowhere, because Slay and Bradbury got that locked up.
For sure.
And then now I got to give my routes time to develop.
That's a problem.
Now my front four got there. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
So this is my question. This is my question. Hold on. This is my question though with this. If you're taking George Kittle away, right? And then you're forcing the hand for Brock Purdy to go, trying to attack the edges of the football game. But because we know that the 49ers love to attack the middle of the field. And I think if you take that away, you're going to cause chaos. And then that's when Brock Purdy's going to start playing with his eyes.
Yeah. He does dumb shit. We've seen it in every game. He just hasn't got fucking hurt or the turnover just hasn't got here.
Well, you are dead on. There's times where the ball should be getting intercepted, and it falls literally in the middle of nowhere. I'm like,
or he should die and be in University Hospital in the next 10 minutes because you don't fucking stop running and replant when you got fucking 300-pound guys fucking running at you.
Yeah,
dude,
it's dangerous what he's doing when he gets like discombobulated and he runs and does that little
spin around.
And then he goes out and then he goes like, bro.
Oh, again, Reddick is getting his ass.
You get Reddick. You do let Reddick like that. Josh Sweat
on the run.
They gonna get your ass.
You can't stop running and playing your feet. Are you crazy?
Right. And so we're going into matchups, right? So let's go grade 1. Let's go grade A, or we'll go A1, A2, B1, B2, right? So when it comes to A1, what would you say their offense is? Let's start with the trenches first. So now we're going into the matchups. And then after we finish with the matchups, we'll go into the 3 points, and then we'll talk about the MVP, postseason. We already talked about Maddox, and then we'll talk about the NFC. Oh, the Eagles have made the NFC championship 7 times in 20 years. So let's go into the matchups games. Reed, can you go into that?
So we're saying what teams who we think's winning and who's going to be in the Super Bowl, who do we want to see?
No, we're going to talk about the matchups between the Eagles and
the actual ones.
So he's saying like Eagles O-line versus 49ers D-line.
D-line. So what do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, bro, like this is who said it earlier. It's going to be like battle. It's definitely going to be that because you're going to get Eagles. You're getting the Eagles versus where both teams are very sturdy in the trenches. So you're going to get a good battle up front when you're talking about both of these teams. It's going to say who got the best line, right? Like who's really going to be able to come through with that shit. So yeah. I think honestly, I think defensive wise, I think these teams are more evenly keeled than people want to give either Philadelphia credit for it. I know San Fran has a great defense, but if we're keeping it a buck, come on, bro. The Eagles have showed who they were. They got 49ers have Bosa, all right? Bosa's right there with Reddick, right? But then when you talk about the Eagles, we got Reddick, and then we got 4 or 5 other guys. So it's like if one of them comes off the field, you still got to worry about the rest of that defense. Yeah,
fresh legs.
They're going to put hands on you. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're more dangerous, actually, if we're looking at it from that angle. Plus our offensive line, bro. Come on, bro. A bunch of beasts up front. I think the trenches are a big battle we're going to be paying attention to, but I do think the Eagles pull it out.
Okay. Marcus, talk to me.
I'm with Rico on that one. The biggest thing I'm going to look at is how is D'Amico going to utilize his defensive talent. If I'm D'Amico, I'm actually going to have Bosa go up against Lane Johnson just because I really want to test that damn abductor, that groin. where you at talent wise, because you can't maintain that level of competition all game against a all pro DN. But then as well, Philly's depth, man. San Fran does not have the depth in a rush that we have, because Gannon can literally send out Sue, JD, BG, and Sweat.
You do a NASCAR package.
Dudes get tired. You rotated a whole new 4 lineup in there, because you're gonna have Reddick, Joseph, Milton, like all these cats. And so now the question is going to be, what's my favorite matchup against Trent Williams? Because that's who I want to go against. What's the running show? Everybody knows when they're passing and running based off of Trent's stance. Well,
so I don't want to interrupt you because you're hitting it right on the head, but I want to go and give you this to go, because I know you're gonna kill it with this. To give context to what Coach is saying, Joe Bosa, when he's healthy and he's in, he actually the percentage of snaps is like, I think it was 92% of snaps that he's in on, versus Reddick, who's in on about 69%. That's a huge difference. So I wanted to arm Coach with that, because I know he's about to kill it.
And even to chime in, I want to chime in real quick. Bosa does line. He just doesn't line up on the left side. It's 50-50. He goes on the right and the left. So I definitely want to chime in with that. And then also, their leading sack defensive end is I can't never say his last name, but he allegedly was arrested. I want to say last night for domestic violence. So I don't know if he'll be playing, but he leads the sacks, because Bosa hasn't had a sack almost like 2 or 3 games. Yeah. And then what I see on the offensive line, all I see is Trent Williams, McGlinchey, Philadelphia native. Shout out to McGlinchey. McGlinchey got tossed by Michael Parsons. I don't know if you guys seen that. That was crazy. He got tossed with like a rag doll, one hand. And then with the Philly front that we know where that's going to come after them, like, come on, man, let's be serious. When it comes to defense, I think the defensive line, I just think Philly just has it right there. What about you, Kuz?
I think they should I think our matchup is better defensive wise, because like you said, like everyone was saying, we have depth. We have a lot more depth. We have fresh legs. We can rotate easier. What I was thinking maybe is, because obviously Bosa is going to, like Coach was saying, test Johnson in that injury. Maybe put Goddard there and have Goddard just keep chipping him. Just tire him out. See if you can do something with him, just keep pissing him off. Just keep having Goddard do a little chip, little screen to Goddard.
Nah, that wouldn't be Goddard. That'd be Stoll. I need Goddard weapon out there. Stoll can
do
dirty
work.
You
don't really have to.
Calcaterra. Put Calcaterra in there.
You don't have to.
CTE specialist.
You cannot block him at all, like they did Parsons, and just have.
Oh yeah, just let him run and just.
And now he's a no factor. He can't do shit.
So Will, what you're saying is go after Bosa.
Yeah.
Let Bosa in. Open the floodgates, because he's running this way. We're going that way.
Right. So that's all.
But okay. Hold on.
Both.
Hold on. Now we're gonna get into meat and potatoes with this, because now we got to go first tier, second tier, third tier. Now second tier, in my opinion, linebacking core, they have one of the best linebacking cores with Greenlaw and Fred Warner.
Yeah, they got better.
Fred Warner, that dude plays like his head is on fire. So if you're going, you bet. I don't know necessarily you can go after Bosa, because you got that show-stopping linebacker in the middle of the field. That I don't know if you guys seen it, but he was covering wide receivers.
Right, but he's got to stay there with Jalen. It's a different dynamic than with Dak. Dak is a 4'8", 4'9" guy running the 40. He's not fast, so and he's not doing what Jalen's doing. Right, Jalen is reading the play, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna pass it, I'm gonna throw it. They don't know what. You see what he did to Parsons, and Parsons is at rushing the quarterback. He's probably one of the top 10 in the league, right?
Yeah.
I say him and Hassan are they like the same guy. You know what I mean? For the most part, rushing the pass.
And by the way, hold on real quick. NFL, y'all disrespectful. Y'all are disrespectful.
Yeah.
Fuck them awards. Fuck them. We're getting the biggest awards.
That's disrespectful. That is super disrespectful.
Happened?
Go ahead.
Hold on.
You're not coach. Wait a minute.
Let me clear these comments real quick, guys, because I know we're about to get real good right here. Does Purdy like throwing in the middle of the field? Need to force wide receivers outside to bring that pressure. That's going to be a big factor right there. He does not like throwing in the middle. I think he's ready to let him rock. Maddox is a dog, bro, and Ill Will's right. D-line's going to eat, and Purdy will be scared stiff. Yeah, he definitely will be. Sweat and Riddick going to eat. I think we're seeing a team where they've seen some good weapons, but they haven't seen these guys. Bosa versus Johnson, definitely going to be a factor. It's going to be a battle, but if they could sack Dak, I don't think they're touching Hurts. Yeah, that's right. They really didn't get much hands on Dak. Best offensive line in the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We only got a couple more. Hold on, I'm almost there, fellas. Lane Johnson said it was going to be a matchup with Bosa on the Green Light podcast today. I haven't had a chance to listen, so Mark, you're early on that one. Good job, buddy. Warner is on another level. Yo, facts. Go ahead, fellas.
All right, so let me finish my take on it. So we played these guys 3 years in a row, right? So they tried to exploit Mailata with Bosa last year. He had like 2 sacks, maybe 1.5 sacks or something like that. And Mailata's a lot better than he was last year, right? So that's not going to work. Lane Johnson's not going to work. If the Eagles isolate Bosa and dick him a couple times with the RPO, that's not going to work, right? So, or they're just going to get ran on. So I'm going to give our offensive line as the best offensive line in the league, and they've dominated just about everybody they played at some point. So last year, this year, whatever, right? So let's go to the offense, our defense, right? We really don't have any holes on defense. Our linebacker, other than TJ a little bit, right? But for real, our corners are solid, man. You're not going to, the 49ers, they got holes in their secondary. So you can exploit, what's his name, Jones or whatever. You can exploit him. So
you talking about T. Ward? You talking about Ward?
The guy opposite of Ward.
Lenore.
Lenore.
Yeah, if Devontae or
Lenore's been balling. I would target Ward.
Yeah. Lenore been balling. It's Ward that's been giving up. Like he gave a lot up.
Yeah,
he gave up with the
Ward,
versus DK.
Ward.
He gave a lot against.
Yeah,
and
that's about AJ. That's a wrap right there.
What's the next coming of Troy Polamalu? He's not that great in coverage. He's great. No, but I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. No. You ain't watching the way I watch him. He is not great in coverage. He is great when it comes to the line of scrimmage. He is great when it comes to the line. He's a playmaker. That's what he is. But he's let up some balls. In that Raiders game, he let up the big pause. I knew he was gonna say that shit. Anyway. He let up a long ball pause.
It's that long ball. But they got some holes in their defense.
David Marcus.
Our offense
don't have any. Doing in Vegas.
Shut up.
Anything you try to compensate on offense for, if you try to overload or you try to double team somebody, they just leave somebody open. If you leave Goddard open, it's a wrap. You leave AJ open or Devontae, it's a wrap.
Goddard screens.
Yeah, we haven't seen that in a couple of weeks. And you know that's coming next week.
Mm-hmm.
So
fun fact, after AJ Brown has had a terrible game, he's fucking went off on the following game.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
All right, him and you two. You two always doing this shit.
It's just nothing to worry about. Like I said, I'm focused on this week. I'm ready to go. No injury. I'm just ready to go. That's all y'all need to worry about.
All right. One thing,
2 touchdowns, 100 yards.
The refs got to start calling PI too, man. They full of shit. I seen the Giants fucking they linemen tackling D linemen last week. They weren't calling nothing, man. This is evenly matched. They're giving it an advantage to the 49ers. They need to start calling that shit.
Blakeman.
What have I been saying all season? As long as we go play in our football and we don't allow the refs and the opposing team to be a factor, we should be fine.
The refs ain't never been. We always gotta beat them.
Because remember, at the end of the season, when the season is done, these refs are at a Pop Warner game refing some football games. Because remember, the NFL refs aren't full time; they're part-time refs.
Paid, bro. I know, but they still get paid. They make more than
No. Hey, all right. Well, you go to the hospital.
Make, bro?
That ref might be doing surgery on you. Let's say King get his surgery.
But he's still getting
he
paid.
Might be a ref. He might be an NFL ref.
They don't get $5,000 a game, bro. They get paid.
Yeah, but after that check draws up, that's it.
I mean,
why you think refs were scheming on the games? Because they need that extra money. That's why the NBA now has full-time refs.
We talk about somebody making 6 figures doing something. We're not talking about a teacher not getting paid when they're not working. We're talking about a ref. So do your fucking job, ref. You know what I mean? But anyway, I just getting to that shit. Y'all seen it last week. Giants tackling motherfuckers, no calls. Okay? That's ridiculous, bro. The 49ers and the Eagles supposed to be evenly matched. Either call the game or don't call the game. But don't come with no bullshit. Sick of the bullshit. Y'all saw that fucking thing on Kirk Cousins? That fucking get the fuck out of here, man. That was roughing the passer. They just be making up shit, man. Shit's crazy, man. Needs to fucking stop. So anyway,
right, well,
AJ,
let's
every fucking play they hanging on that man and no pass interference. Ridiculous.
Will, did the NFL deny you of being an NFL ref?
I don't want to be an NFL ref. Fuck them guys.
Why are you mad at the refs?
That's why they fucking suck.
Birdman in the building.
Birdman,
what's going on with you, my brother? Can someone take a shot for me
the
NFC Championship? There's gonna be plenty of people doing that. I can promise you. 11 going big on Sunday. Absolutely, we can't.
Yeah, going big.
Mark Bird in the building.
Yo, so I definitely want. This is something that I want to bring to everybody's attention, man. Our guy, Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles are 6-0 against playoff teams. So,
but we didn't play anybody.
What is to you guys? What is your confident level in Jalen Hurts?
It's the least guy I'm worried about.
No, your confidence. Like, yo, we got this. We'll be okay.
We good. Trust me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think he was saying it's the last person he's worried about. Like, he's worried about. It's the last person.
Right. So my conversation.
They said you look back on your legacy or something. He was like, I'm not done yet. What do you mean?
I love that.
It's not over.
He got that Mamba mentality, man. Mamba mentality.
Every time I see a tweet that says Kobe would have loved Hurts,
that should have been a damn metaphor Sirianni should have used, not damn Jordan. Kobe.
I mean, I'm gonna be all right. So I want to point this out, but don't shoot. I'm just driving. Okay, don't shoot. Y'all see how he puts the wristband on his forearm like Jordan, and then he wears Jordan cleats. I'm just saying.
And Jordan hoodies.
And he wears the hoop. He wears that one hoop, the one ear.
Don't Michael Jordan still got his hoop earring in?
You know what I'm saying? Me and Hurts came down there. Hoop earrings.
Yeah.
Jordan came down there with the motherfucking box and said, "You gonna wear this shit, young boy?"
Yeah. So
as long as Hurts doesn't develop a gambling problem, we're good.
Like this whole fucking Pop's whole school probably getting Jordan shit on the ill. You know what I mean? That's how Jordan does it. He take care of you. You fuck with him, he fucks with you. That's how it works.
Jordan. I'm gonna tell you why I think the Jordan reference was really good, bro. Is the fact that, and we saw it a lot in the Last Dance documentary. Jordan took receipts his whole career, and he made people pay for it. His whole career. He kept Isaiah out of the dream team, my friend.
Yes, he should have.
I met the qualifications.
Isaiah was doing bitch ass shit, so he got.
Okay.
I wasn't selected.
I like that dude. Like, come on.
And you know Jordan meant it because they even talk about when he walked into that elevator with Magic and Isaiah was talking shit in the elevator.
No Isaiah questions.
No Isaiah questions. So and then you go ahead and see, like, bro, like Jalen is from that ilk, bro. Like, he remembers everything people said. He remembers everything when last
Chris
season,
Sims keep talking shit.
Bro,
Sims ain't never did shit.
He's like him and Santa. He could have said Santa. He's got to listen. He's checking it twice, bro. He's coming. Everybody on that list that wronged Jalen or said some like bullshit, like genuine bullshit. You knew this guy was gonna be. He could be great, and you didn't give him his just due. Right. All that shit that they talk just to make headlines and just to say something. He's got you on a list, and he's coming for you. And when he's
checking it
twice. And when he wins his Super Bowl, he's going to gritty all over each and every one of your bullshit narratives.
He ain't gonna shit on him. He just ain't letting you in the motherfucking party, cuz he gonna be like, "Hey, remember you said that shit? You ain't getting in."
and he's gonna be so humble about. Oh, Chris.
You know,
bro. Hey, have a great night.
God bless you.
God bless you.
God bless you. Hit you with the
God bless you.
God bless you kiss.
God bless you.
God bless you. God bless you.
Hey, that's going to happen when we win the Super Bowl. All these
you already know.
Media outlets are going to want to do those interviews, and he's going to remember every single media outlet that kept doubting him. And when we win the Super Bowl, the only person who's probably going to get a media, it will be Joyce Taylor.
Kelsey brothers, shit.
Yeah, Kelsey's for sure. But
that's gonna be a good episode because we're gonna beat the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Are we gonna talk
the Brother Bowl? We're gonna have the Brother Bowl.
Yeah, let's talk about it. All right,
let's talk about it. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes on that one.
I got Cincinnati winning, so I don't see that happening.
Yeah, Natty.
Well, hold on. Let's let the host, introduce.
Oh, my fault. I don't want to be like.
Because my goodness, y'all are jumping me today. Damn. Good Lord. All right, so we got the Sunday's matchup, 3:00. Now we got the San Francisco 49ers versus our Philadelphia Eagles, South Jersey. We already know what everybody is taking. Everybody's taking the Birds. Then later on that night, we at 6:30 p.m. we have Kansas City Chiefs versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And matter of fact, before we do that, I think Cincinnati, Kansas City. Is Kansas City 1.1.5?
When I checked, they were up by 1.5.
It was 1.5.
I can't hear King. He needs to speak up. It sounded like he whispered, "Go Birds" over there.
Hey, you eating fries, man?
You eating your fries?
King not in trouble.
He eat fries on the show.
The man's hungry.
Obviously.
So who we picking, man? Who we picking?
I got Joe Burr.
Yeah. You got Cole. You got Cole. Oh, Cole Joe. All right.
Joe Shiesty.
Yeah. Who's Shiesty in this motherfucker? I got Joe Burr.
I got Joe Burr. So I would love for the Kelsey Bowl to be going down, but I just think Joe Burr. Y'all remember everyone's talking about their offensive line, but their offensive line was trash last year and they still made it. So
the only way they don't make it, right? Because if they fucking are so overconfident that they're gonna win. I mean, you still gotta be hungry. And you still Andy Reid, and Andy, he might whip some shit up for you now. Now Mahomes ain't gonna be Mahomes, but they got a hell of a fucking run game too.
The
first time
Pacheco and what was the other Pacheco and who was the other running back?
Young
play for the Minnesota. Nah, he ain't old. He old. He ain't old. He ain't young.
Some guy.
Or whatever.
No, the young boy.
No.
That guy.
Pacheco.
No, the one that got
Pacheco. Oh man.
You like
he
that?
played in Minnesota. We played in the NFC Championship. McKinnon.
First name, last name.
Yeah, I'm going Cincy. I put my money on Cincy. So
and it's that's gonna be a better matchup for Philly anyway, because you already know.
Yeah, Bengals versus the Eagles, man. I'm in for that.
People got to be repentant for this one. You know what I'm saying?
Woo! Didn't I call that out last podcast? I was like, I hope it's Eli, bro. I hope it's Eli Apple, bro, because Devontae and all the shit he talked about Jalen. Talking about he had a new arm, can't throw. I cannot wait. Oh, man. And, he is already going on Twitter about the Bills.
He was on fucking, what's it called, his head, bro.
He's trolling, bro. He is
I'm pulling up, bro. They held up, motherfucker.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
That better be your mom talking on your Twitter, because if it's not, we on the way.
I feel bad for Michael Blackson if that does happen, because you're cheering for the home team versus your nephew.
That's Eli mom talking that shit, man. It can't be. She running her mouth, bro. Give me your Twitter, boy.
Probably.
Because no man talking that much shit on Twitter like that, man.
I gotta play some in the NFL.
You gotta play somebody. I mean,
Mark's eating a whole damn meal on the damn podcast.
Right, he's hungry. He's a little hungry. There's a little rumbling in his stomach.
Speaking of the most appearances since 2000, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 09, 18, 20, 23. You know what? We got to give it up to the boys, man. We got to give it up to the boys. So let's give them a toast. You gotta give him a toast. Cowboys has been 28 years for you guys. You'll I hope
it's gonna be. You ain't never gonna see it.
It's like Boys and Men. In the end of the road, I can't seem to let you go. You watch your Super Bowls on VCRs. We watch ours on Total Access on repeat.
You take it back. You take it back to Bell Biv and DeVoe or whatever. New Edition. Is this the end, girl? It's over, motherfucker. It's over. You gotta pay Dak $100 million in the next 2 years for that shit. I hear that Republic trash truck pulling up again, man. Hold on, man. I can't hear that beeping. Y'all hear it?
Oh man,
he outside too. Is he? Eli Apple's a clown.
All right, and then last but not least, though, we got fellas, and I'm gonna let Rico take over from here. We have the MVP listings, NFL honors list and announced MVP. We got Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, and our guy Jalen Hurts.
The fact that you got Burrow, I love Burrow, man. I think he's fun. He's great for the NFL. The dude is made for TV for sure. But the fact that he's in on the NFL MVP list after the way that their season started off is kind of laughable, especially when you're comparing him to two guys that have been nothing short of dominant all season. You know, it's like
they had to put a white guy in there, man. Come on,
crazy. Even Mahomes playing on one leg, bro.
I mean, you had the perennial guys fall off.
Can you read that? Sorry.
Yeah, I just read it.
What did he say? I didn't.
Oh, he said they would have got slaughtered by the Eagles if they beat us last Sunday.
Shout out to you, David.
Shout out to you, David, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
But no, I mean, bro, it's laughable to think that they're putting him that they're putting him in there. Like I said, I love Burrow. I just don't think he deserved this season. I don't think he was MVP candidate. Just for how the team went. I feel like you got to talk about. It's great how they came back on that ass, you know, to finish the season. But all season long, he's not been up there with Mahomes.
So this is my rebuttal question to you. Do you think it's because Joe has always beat Pat Mahomes?
I mean, I don't think Joe being white has anything to do with it. I mean,
it's the filler, man. That's all. They need somebody to put in there.
I'm saying, like, is he like 0-5 or something like that? Like, aren't they like he's like 0-5 against him?
Look, it is a little suspicious, though.
It's very impressive if he the way he's been like babying Mahomes like since he's come in on it. The thing about it is, I think it's gotta it's a big stat, right? Because who has more wins against? Well, what other quarterback has just as many wins against Mahomes? I don't think anybody does.
No,
so, I mean, we're going to get to see that matchup for a long time, so we'll see how it goes over the years. But, right now, the Mahomes is kind of his bitch, right? That's kind of wild.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking.
I think it definitely is a narrative, especially when you're talking about AFC, but I still don't think it bodes for the MVP, you know?
Okay.
So,
yeah.
But very impressive, very impressive. Toast to 27 years of mediocre football.
Watch that TV. TV's on sale.
Yo.
Well, I was gonna say they snuck in Brock Purdy for offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit.
They gave Romo fucking played what, like I don't know.
Over
games.
Garrett Wilson, Olave.
He came out that year.
Almighty finesse, boy. I was gonna tear your ass up if you never came back. He's still
back. Yeah.
We trash. I think, it's the other way around, my guy.
Tell me that.
Yes. Hey, way to come back, my man. I appreciate that shit.
I love saying it with the chest, bro. I do love that. I do respect that, you know.
Respect, man.
There's a lot of Cowboys fans, they'll go and tuck and hide, but at least, you know, you're a real Giant fan. You came back still saying it was
we rivals. You're supposed to. That's what you're supposed to do. Like, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? That's good shit, man.
Almighty finesse came out like this. Came out like this in the end.
You know what? Almighty finesse. Well, Almighty finesse meant to come on here and do this. He meant to come on here like
congratulations! This. Oh my god!
We ain't that team, bro. That's not us, bro. We're not gonna win the damn. We're not gonna be the best team and get the number 1 seed and shit on ourselves. That's not happening, man.
He said, "I ain't never ducking." I appreciate it, bro.
We appreciate it,
I
bro.
told you before, we'll talk all the shit in the world back and forth, bro. But at the end of the day, it's all about fandom, and we do appreciate you stopping by, bro.
Yeah.
But y'all did get whooped, though.
Cowboys fan that's kind of been quiet. I know Cowboys fan has been very quiet.
Oh man, yo, he ain't nowhere to be found right now.
I got that dress for that nigga too. The dress, remember the Donovan McNabb dress? I found my what's old girl used to hang with Allie? Because
the jersey dress. He got him a jersey dress.
All the time. We should have gave Cole.
Yeah, the jersey, Joe. We got you, Cole. We got
the
you.
Eagles jersey.
Got the Donovan McNabb jersey dress.
I just want to know, like, when is Cole gonna come on and sing it? You know what I'm saying? Because
he's late. He got to wear the jersey dress now.
Did you send him a package already?
No, I haven't sent him a package because I thought we were giving him a care package. What we doing?
Yeah,
I
don't.
I got to reach out to him. I got to see because I don't know what size. I don't know what size.
He probably blocked your number.
Stretchy fit.
I don't know what size he wears. All right, we have a special guest coming in real quick. Hold on.
Do we? Oh, I thought he was about to say,
I thought it was gonna be Cole's.
I thought it was
That's
about
what
to be
I
Cole's
thought he was
too.
about to
Hey.
So I would love to hear, sis. So how are you? I know you and Tim are gonna do a little bit of content, but I would love to hear how are you feeling, sis? Your team had a lot of injuries, a lot of adversity. You guys battled it up. Now you guys get to come to Philadelphia and take on the big dogs in our house. How are you feeling as a Niners faithful fan right now? And what's up to my niece cool Ari? What's up, girl?
She got the Nickelodeon hair going on right now.
I love it, man. I love it, bro.
I'm confident. I'll say that. I'm confident in my team. I believe in my boys. Y'all are good. I'm not taking you lightly. But I've been in your stadium before and I've won in your stadium before. So
last year that
21.
When the fumble, they didn't fumble, but the game
was San Fran last year.
Hey, a win is a win.
Y'all got that win. You got that win. Y'all the same team as last year. Are we the same?
My question is, when we win, is King safe, or do we got to come fly to Philly and come get him?
No, he's safe because he's not coming home with me. He's got to go to Jacksonville.
Yeah, I got to go to Jacksonville. So we have a little bit of a separation for
I got a nice cool off period.
Yeah, you're not a nice little cool off.
Is that the alibi we're sticking with? Is that the alibi?
So King cheer when we win. Can you stay for the trophy celebration? Or y'all leaving right after?
Oh no, we stay.
Yeah, you got to.
That's.
I'm asking her.
That's what King says.
I'm asking her.
I want to make. So you want to go and tell
look. They're gonna stick for the trophy celebration, and then and Jen is gonna also just like Finesse. Jen is also gonna be.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
Where's my man from the Vikings game doing that? Don't be that. Don't.
Listen, you guys know it's hard for me because I support you all year, right? Yeah. So it's hard for me because when I play against you, that's the only time I can't be like fly Eagles fly, go whatever. I can't do it.
And
understandable.
We love you. We love it because I say you be supporting. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all, all Eagles fans, everybody who watches and tunes in. When we had our game in Arizona against the Cardinals, you know what I'm saying? Sis was out there busting it down at the tailgate. That tailgate doesn't go off without a hitch without Big Sis, you know what I'm saying? So shout out because Jen, you came through, and Ari, you know what I'm saying, the hostess with the mostest came through. You know
she did her thing.
And left out with more bread than all of us. So shout out to her. Can I get a score prediction from you, Sis? And let me get one from you, Ari, because I already know what King's thinking.
So what did you ask for? I'm sorry.
Let me get a score prediction.
Oh, I'm gonna say 24-21 Niners.
Woo!
What about you, baby girl?
Robbie Gold. She put it in Robbie Gold's hands.
What for the Eagles? What's the Eagles and Niners? What's the score?
Oh, okay. For the Eagles, I'm gonna have to say at least by 5 minutes, when the game starts, we're gonna at least have to be at 30.
30 within 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes, we're gonna be at 30.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Our fellow Giants resident, Giants fan, Almighty says 31-27 Niners. So he's going with you. Our boy David also says Niners.
David,
okay. All right, man. We coming in hot, defensive battle for sure. All right, David.
Y'all got a rookie quarterback. Y'all gonna be our
Red Lightly, the queen.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, you guys have a good defense. We have a good defense. So I mean,
y'all got a rookie quarterback. We got a guy.
We've made it this
far.
We
have an MVP.
Rookie quarterback.
You ain't played nobody else like us yet.
Is it the quarterback or is it the system?
Y'all play Buster Dak.
Oh, I was like,
Dak McBuster, whatever his name is.
Well, my big question to you, because I would love. I haven't had a 49ers fan to really run this by yet. How has it been seeing two of your quarterbacks? One of who you guys thought was going to be your franchise QB, and then Jimmy coming back, who you guys had a lot of faith in. How do you feel, Mr. Irrelevant? Brock Purdy comes out of literally out of nowhere and takes over and looks like a stud these past few games. How are you feeling as a Niners fan for that?
I will say I don't believe in Trey Lance. I don't think he can read a defense. He lost our first couple of games. I'm not a Trey Lance fan. Never have been. He really would have to he definitely has some proving to do for me to get on his bandwagon. Jimmy G, I've always been a fan of Jimmy G. I'm happy that we were able to get him back because he is what got us through until he got injured. And Brock Purdy just came out, surprised me. I was like, dang, all right, this kid, for being a third string, he's pretty solid. I will say, fourth string.
He was your fourth string quarterback.
He was?
Yeah.
Was he? I thought he was the third string.
He was fourth string.
Trey Jimmy Purdy. Oh, yeah, Bethard.
Yeah, Bethard.
But look at her out here flashing around her.
Oh, I like those glasses.
But he's done his thing. I will say he kind of scared me against that Cowboys game, man. That defense was kind of getting at him. So that's why I'm a little nervous with your guys' defense, because if the Cowboys can get at him and shake him out of his boots, I don't know. We'll see. I like Purdy though. I think he's done a pretty solid job coming in as a rookie.
Pretty solid job.
I definitely want to pray for all three of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, safe travels. Obviously, we're going to always do a big prayer when y'all go. And regardless, win or lose, we're going to be, I'm just happy that you guys are in the house. We're going to be having fun as a family, bro. And, hey, best team's going to win it for sure, for sure. Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to see what you and King put together, because y'all going to do a little content, you know what I'm saying? So that's always fun,
I need Marcus's, remember the boxing, we're going to do the Street Fighter.
Whoever goes to the Super Bowl, though, we all got to root for each other. That's the end of the day.
Absolutely. Hey, y'all know who that is. If that's the king, she's the queen, ladies and gentlemen. So we always appreciate Cisco.
Most definitely. Also, definitely, we want to put out there, we have an extra ticket. So I definitely want to put that out there. We have an extra ticket because somebody doesn't want to go. They want to go with slime.
What is it about?
Where are you sitting?
6-hour drive.
Where are you sitting?
Drive.
Well, let me just say
I'm already in the car. I might as well just hit the road now.
It's
not a cheap ticket, though.
It's
not a cheap ticket, but I want to put it out there that we have an extra ticket.
What section?
You're not giving it away. You got it.
I bought 3 tickets, and she doesn't want to sit through it now. So if we can't sell it, she's sitting through it regardless. But we do have it for sale if anybody's interested. Hit us up.
Section? What section?
231.
What?
231.
Okay, I'm in 205.
Yeah, hit us up. I mean, it's like I said, we could have went on a 7-day Caribbean cruise for what we paid for these tickets. No joke.
AJ versus Mooney.
I got blessed.
Sitting in the corner of the room crying after that NFC Championship. We're gonna see. Is it Purdy or the system? The reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but the last time Purdy played Jalen Hurts, Purdy didn't do so well on the
Yeah.
field.
I had high hopes for Trey, but he went down from bad play calls. Jimmy needs to get traded. Thank you for the service, but he does Niners. He's done as a Niner. Brock, I was on my toes, but came through biggest challenge.
He's going to Tennessee. Trey Lance is going to Tennessee.
going against the 1 seed.
Jimmy G to Miami.
Brock Purdy is him. Y'all are wilding right now. and
He's
shout out
pretty
to Mark,
damn
the family
good.
of real ones. Have fun in Philly. Always
Mark
appreciate
Bird,
that.
real one.
Mark Bird, Mark won a
Alright,
real
well,
one to day one.
I'm out. I gotta get back to my wifey mommy duties. So
Hey, we appreciate
see y'all
you.
Sunday.
Always
Go
talking
Niners.
about-
Go Birds.
What?
You got a 30-second delay. Delete that.
So let the people at home know, King. Is it an arm or is it an arm and a leg that they would have to give up for that ticket?
We paid some money for that ticket, so I definitely just want to put that out there that we do have an extra ticket. So
give you guys context, I did
no fees.
Hey,
So do a raffle.
I'm not saying that.
He ain't giving it away.
He's
I'm not saying
not
like
giving it
people-
away. He wants
not
to be
giving
No,
it
you
away.
do a raffle where you put money in it. You
Yeah,
put money in a pot.
Ozos. Finish. Do like 20 spots and like $50 a
then I
spot.
would have known you're.
Do a raffle.
This is
There
bad
we go.
podcasting,
Okay.
gentlemen.
All right.
Corporate.
20 spots.
Podcasting.
$50 a spot. It's on you.
Yeah.
Random name drawing. Everyone, you win a ticket for $50, you still get paid $1,000. Math.
It's crazy. If I was to win that, then people would say it was fixed, even if it wasn't.
You can buy multiple spots.
I think I might actually do that. Buying spots.
You gotta do it now.
I gotta do it now.
Yeah, you gotta do it early.
You can literally go ahead and if you spend an hour on Instagram Live, you'll be able to get it done. And I would say everybody has to go in and do about I would say $75 is a good. And then if you get 10 people at that, it's at least getting you in the ballpark. But I would say like 10 to 15 people, you'd be in a good ballpark.
I mean, I'll be in a good ballpark, right?
Because I do know what the market price on those tickets are. So,
Bro.
So yeah,
I got blessed.
Serious inquiries.
No, I would have got blessed. The problem was though, my daughter is like, "Oh, I want to go." So I was like, and my plug was like, "Bro, I got 2 tickets for way under retail." So I was like, I don't want to leave I want to take my daughter all the way to Philly and not go to the game. But then my Uncle Will, my brother, and Prime, they go, "Dude, take Ari to the house." And Ari's like, "Ooh, I'm going to the big house." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, they got all kinds of slime over everything." 7-year-olds,
yeah.
bro. 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be fun this weekend.
I'll see it because I'll be there.
Yes, sir.
You want to go to the Sixers game, maybe?
I am trying. Yes. Let's go to the Sixers game. I'm looking at tickets right now.
Monday night.
Yeah,
Sixers versus Magic.
Orlando.
Just sneak in. Ain't no sneak.
It's like $23 a ticket.
Okay, yeah, sneak into the link. Okay, good.
I did that last time.
I can get you in the gate. You ain't gonna get a seat. You gotta pay.
Them standing seats in the winter is not
the business.
It's not
Just walk around with nachos. Be like, my seat's this way.
I mean, it depends where you at, right? I mean, the concourse ain't that bad. You can see
you can go to the Bud Light. You can go to the Bud Light section.
Yeah, $400.
That places. No, it's $600 for that.
Yeah. For 100, you can get in the gate. Well, probably 150 now. So I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He says Sixers are trash as Philadelphia's beating Brooklyn. That's cool.
Okay.
How many points does Simmons have?
It had 12 last time I checked.
Simmons?
Yeah. A lot for him. That's
Simmons scores. It's not like he doesn't. It's
like,
I was there with me and King were talking about before everybody jumped on, but the thing about I'm a Knicks fan. That's even funnier, my man.
It's even worse.
Come on, man. Stop playing.
Stop it.
Stop playing, man.
This guy has a losing team fetish.
Yeah. Now me and King were talking about it before everybody jumped on before we went live. Is the Brooklyn market, the Brooklyn, basically all their avenues. They basically are starting to talk about Simmons. They're basically talking about how we talked about Simmons three or 4 years ago, where it's like, oh man, if this guy's dynamic. If he would just shoot, it's like, bro, we've been there. We know.
If he was just posting niggas up down in the post, he'd be straight, but he won't.
Yeah, he doesn't yam on nobody. It's Knicks, Giants.
Oh, he's a Yankees fan. Well, I mean, Oh, you're from
Maxey,
Jersey?
24
Are you from
points.
Jersey?
Well, at least you keep it all. You keep it all in the same.
Yeah, at least keep it. Yeah.
The same dumpster.
Same dumpster.
I'm not gonna call the Yankees dumpsters. But, you know,
Bro, we need Seth Curry back. 29 points.
Cozy, you're getting kicked off the pod after that one.
You don't like Seth Curry?
Not with Doc, let him get used.
The thing about it is, if you have Seth Curry on this team, then who are you not playing? You know,
put him on the bench. What do you mean?
Yeah, but then you're saying who's he rotating with? I'm from New York.
He's put up 29 off the bench.
I don't know. I think he was starting at one point for them. I think he's starting right now.
Seth Curry is great.
He's streaky. He's
not a defensive player though.
Also, the reason why
bench
Doc shouldn't be.
He's a great 3-point shooter though.
Yeah, but
the liability in the
we can have a conversation right now, Cozy. We can have this conversation. The only person playing defense right now is Embiid, and Daniel House. We can't afford, and Daniel House isn't really good at defense. So if you go ahead and put Curry in here, he's gonna get blown by. That's
Remember Game 7 against the Hawks.
We all love.
Hey, Kuz, you got a point because he's killing us right now.
Yeah,
he's hit like 2 threes back to back.
Because we don't play. He's got Tyree Maxey on him. Just ran a pick. We don't play defense. That's why he's looking so great. Now the game's tied.
We don't play defense. We might as well have another 3-point shooter. We paid PJ Tucker what $33 million
buckets
to play defense and get in people's ears. And PJ Tucker's what 47 years old.
Man, we need somebody to blow in somebody's face.
We need that.
Kenny Stevenson. Somebody call Stevenson.
Money. That's right. Show that kid on the screen yelling.
Oh, that was terrible. How do you
on that note, fellas, we have any final thoughts we got to go ahead and get out to the people?
Go Birds.
Go Birds, man.
Score predictions, Cozy.
What did you say?
Score predictions.
Eagles 34, Niners 17.
Coach.
My man had a whole meal. Now he got the
item. You got the item.
Man, late on points.
I'll let Nina go before y'all. What's up? Can't wait till Sunday. 31-17. Say it with your chest, Nina. You know we love you.
I like it.
Rico, hey, go Birds. You know what I'm saying? Cuz, what you think?
38-17. Birds, of course. They would probably put a 40 burger up they're going to shit the bed, so they're going to have to get desperate. So Purdy is not going to throw them back in the game. So it might get ugly out there, man. It really might, you know.
Pick six?
A few of them.
Couple.
He might be in University Hospital, bro. They might have to. I don't know who they got back up right now, but
we don't wish no injury on nobody.
And we don't. But Purdy, please go out of bounds, man. Do not stop and replant. Man,
that is very true.
There you go. Tobias yamming on people this season. I love it. Yo, my man's hair. Did he just hurt himself?
I think he hurt himself.
Tobias?
Too much yamming.
I will say 34-27 Birds.
You think you're gonna score for 20?
You giving him 20? All right.
I think so.
27, Purdy?
You think Purdy put up 20 on that?
Nina's right where I want to be at with it. 31-17. I think but honestly, I think it's a late touchdown. I don't think this, however, stick with me. I think Gannon stays in that first half defense and until the very end.
It's a cover one?
He's going. Guys are going to be on fire. Mark my words. Until the clock reads 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Coach, go ahead.
17-14.
Ew.
Damn.
No,
that's the Waterburger talking.
No, that's it. Go to sleep. Go take a nap, man.
Waterburger talking.
Are y'all hopping on it? But remember, these first couple of series is going to kind of be like a boxer's match where they're trying to fill each other out.
So if they can't stop the run,
you're not going to come out with the your haymakers.
Like that.
You're going to be okay. I see what you're doing. All right, bet this time a counter.
Okay, and Smith is going to be open every time.
That's his. Hey, that's it. That's what he thinks, though.
I think we're gonna run the ball. I think we're gonna run the ball down there. I think we're gonna run the ball down their neck, bro. So that's what I think.
Williams says,
"Hey, they got the best run defense.
They have the best run defense.
Versus who?
No, the 49ers actually have
So
the
did
best run defense.
so did the Saints before. We ran it up on them
Versus who?
last year.
With a running quarterback, they got the best. No,
And then no, who else had the number one run defense this year? We ran it up on them.
right. You gotta look who they played.
No matter who we play.
Leave the arm up. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So just like the Sixers pulled it out in the end, the Philadelphia Eagles will be doing the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? David, 32-21. You know what I'm saying? You got to throw a cape on the Niners. That's all right, man. We appreciate you stopping by, my man. David, man, shout out to you, bro, because you
Such a weird score.
You know what I'm saying? You think it is? Well,
I don't know. It just looks weird to me.
Brock Purdy go put up 32 points in the NFC Championship. Get the fuck out of here. David, come on, man. You homering like a motherfucker with that shit.
Not even that. That means he's saying the Niners are going to get a safety somewhere in that game.
I mean,
Jalen Hurts going to turn into Dak Prescott.
Okay, but like, crazier things have happened this season, right?
Like, not like
Watch
that,
though.
I'm just saying, you gotta be.
I just saying, man. Come on, man. I got it. Like the Giants were going to beat us. Fuck no. The 49ers coming in here beating us in the NFC Championship game. Fuck no. Not happening.
Yo, will is
that disrespect that the media be putting on us. The players feeling that shit. It ain't fucking happening. Shit. Boy, don't piss them guys off, man.
You didn't piss will off.
I'm telling you how they really feel, bro. Like we talk about an MVP candidate quarterback versus a fucking rookie in the biggest fucking game of their lives. One of them's been on that stage before. One of them has never, ever played the game of that magnitude.
Tell me that was no ball. That was no ball. Listen.
Okay. That's what they're going to see when they leave and they fade to black. Bird gang. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bird gang.
Thanks for everybody for tuning in and joining in. Please like and subscribe. We're the Swoop Boys. King, got Coos, got Coach Marcus, got Affiliated Poppy, a.k.a. Rico, a.k.a. New Era Fitted Capo. Got the guy Ill Will, Mr. A.K. What was, hold on, your a.k.a. was, my God, your car. I forgot the name of your car.
Hellcat Bravo.
Hellcat Bravo. Sorry.
Ill Will in the
DJ
goddamn building.
Oh, man.
And we out. You just yelled in my ear.